that was cool, and that ran its course. And so, you know,
and then came.
while I was under their management, we decided to go ahead and do another album with 702 because Motown actually approached me, and you know, they wanted me to come back to the group, and you know, I was just kind of like not really feeling it because I was hurt. I was pissed. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was really pissed by the way things went down because I just thought it was some bull. Like, it just, you know, I didn't appreciate it. I didn't appreciate how everything went down. So I was like, nah, you know, I'm cool.
Because once I
left, they ended up they replaced me, you know, for a short time, and they did the whole Booty. What's the name of that movie?
Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang. I said Booty. Yeah, Pootie Tang. Yeah, they did the Pootie Tang soundtrack, and after that, I guess they didn't really do nothing much else, and that's when, you know, Motown approached me like, yo, let's get this thing back together, let's make this 702 thing happen. Like, they wanted the original girls, the original group.
And so
finally, you know, as time went by, I was just like, all right, we have to, of course, reconcile. Like, we finally let bygones be bygones, and we talked it out, and, you know, there were apologies. Everybody worked it out. And because we do really love each other. We do love each other. I mean, we were together for like over 5 years, and you do develop a love for that person. We lived together. We went through a lot together. Like, we missed our senior proms together. Like, you know what I'm saying? We really became family. They were my family for a long time. When I moved to Los Angeles, I moved right out of high school. I'm talking a week after my graduation. Right after 12th grade, we moved to New York, you know, and we were together forever. Like, we became a family, you know. So I love them dearly, and I believe that they love me as well. But it just blew up, you know, when emotions got involved and things didn't go, you know, certain ways that we felt like it should go. It just got the best of us.
What happened with that last album? Because it
honey,
really...
no promotion.
So that was more
no
like
promotion. No promotion. After we reconciled and everything was cool, you know, and we, you know, like I said, put our differences aside, we went in, we recorded that third album, and I was excited. You know, I was really happy that we finally, you know, figured it out and we're adults about it and went back in. So I really was like rooting for us. I was like, you know, this could be great. You know, people barely even knew we broke up, and I think the issue was the label didn't even really, you know, they didn't tell our story. They didn't even say, like, you know, they broke up and now they're back together. Like, it was just like it was like we disappeared and they just threw us back out there, you know.
You're right. You're
but like
right.
Nobody even knew that we were even putting out an album. Nobody really even knew. So it pretty much flopped before it came out. Like, it pretty much was over before it even came out. And so after that, I was just like, all right, you know what, we tried. This is I think 702 has run its course.
You guys, but do you keep in contact with the ladies?
I do. We're good. I mean, we definitely ain't on no, you know, bitter, hate each other, beef type junk. Like, everybody is grown, you know. We all have families now. Like, I still speak to them when I go back to Vegas. I always reach out, you know, and visit them because they live in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, they're in Vegas, so I'll go and reach out to them. I haven't seen them probably in a little over a year, but I saw them. I think like in 08, I think 08, and everybody's good. You know, they're both married with children, so we're just living our lives now.
I hear you. Well, you know, before we jump off of the whole 702 thing, because I really want to know what you're doing now and, you know, musically what you're doing. But I was always interested, especially when it comes to, you know, these girl groups, who decides when you get into the studio who's going to sing what?
Right. Most of the time it's the producer. Most of the time it's what the producer wants to hear on his or her record. You know, I don't know how that happened with us. I really don't. You know what it is? Truthfully, all I know is I joined the group, and, you know, they had a couple records already recorded, and just so that I could be a part of the vocals, because, you know, they knew that I could sing, they decided, meaning like management and the producers decided, okay, let's just re-record some of the vocals that were already pre-recorded by the girls, just so that Meelah could be on the song. I think what happened was once they heard my voice and please don't take this in any way like I'm being vain or, cocky. But I think when they heard my voice, they felt like it was more radio friendly and more trendy sounding.
I understand that.
Had more of, I don't know, like, I guess, mainstream appeal, if you will.
The chat room was saying, I just want to quickly tell you, the chat room was saying, just say it, Meelah, I sang better. And it's beyond me.
No, you're not right. No. Because I ain't trying to be all, it's like, and not even just to be, like, politically correct or nothing like that. I've just always been that way. Like, I ain't going to sit here and be, dogging them out and nothing like that. Like, that's not cool. I'm not that person. I never have been. So they just chose, I don't know, they heard my voice, and they was like, okay, well, she's on this verse. Well, okay, let's see how she sounds on the next verse. Okay, let's see how she sounds on the bridge. Next thing you know, I'm done and sung the whole song.
How do you think the ladies felt about that?
I'm sure they felt pissed off, and that's what led to a lot of our issues. I'm sure there was some underlined jealousy and resentment. Of course, I walked into a situation that was already pre-existing.
And especially because they probably felt, this is our group,
exactly. That was their group that, was family-oriented, family-based, family, made, self-made, or what have you, and here I come out of the blue.
Here comes Meelah singing these songs.
They just stuck in the group out of nowhere, and, and it took a toll on us all. And see, the thing I want everybody to know is, I never was insensitive to that. Like I always would think about that, and that would be in the back of my mind, which sometimes would mess with my mind, and I'd be in the booth trying to record these songs, but yet feeling bad because I know the girls are out there feeling a certain way, and that ain't easy. It's not easy singing under that pressure.
Especially when you're young.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially
when you're young. Exactly. I'm like a teenager, confused, a little church girl out of Vegas that was sheltered. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, like, thrown into this big well of an industry, and, I'm singing with these two sisters, and, one of the sisters was the lead singer, and then now I'm the lead singer all of a sudden. It was tough on everybody. And I felt bad, but, at the end of the day, we got to do what we got to do, man. Let's get this paper. I ain't getting paid no more than nobody. We all getting the same amount. Let's get this money. And I think if we could have put all of that aside, and people could have just been like, yo, you know what, I'm hurt. It is what it is. Let's get this money. I believe 702 would still be around today. I know we would. I know for a fact we would.
I mean, you guys had a huge hit with Where My Girl's At, and you worked with Missy, with the first album and then with the second album. How did that whole collaboration with Missy come about, and how is Missy in the studio?
I love Missy. That is my girl. She's so amazing to work with. She's just like a sister you've been knowing for years, or a cousin. Like, she's just hella cool, real cool, mad cool. How did that come about? Whose relationship was that? It's been so long. Look, you asking me questions from 1995, boy.
Because I know, because we
haven't heard. Remember.
We haven't heard from you since 1995.
I know, right? It's been so long. I know, God. That's why I'm so excited, because, like, I want people to know I'm alive, y'all. Ain't going nowhere.
and you're one of the faces. We understand what they mean by, your voice is radio friendly, because when we listen to 702, it's your voice that we recall.
Yeah. And that's why I never gave up. Like, I know y'all haven't heard from me, but I never stopped singing. Like, I know I may not have been in the forefront, but, honey, I never stopped, Like, I kept it going. That's why I was living in L.A. for all those years, because I was like, yo, this is what I want to do.